What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more of The Cure, and we're continuing with Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, 1987. And the next track in the playlist is Why Can't I Be You? It's an interesting question. When I looked at it, my thought was, is this question being asked out of jealousy? Maybe a sense that the world is unfair and difficult for the narrator, and they're wondering why they can't have a charmed or at least less unfortunate life, like the person being addressed. Maybe it's just because they want to have whatever experience or feeling or situation the other person is in, but there's a barrier or they are unable to access whatever that experience is. I'll see what I can catch on a first listen. This is The Cure. The track is Why Can't I Be You? And it's from the 1987 album Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. I know this. It's got brass, right? I know this. The Cure are so awesome. It's ridiculous. And it's also uncanny how many of their songs, which I feel like at this point there's been maybe a half dozen where, I didn't know I knew them, but at some point I must have heard them. As soon as this one started with that energetic rhythm, which I love the pace of the song, there's a lot of energy and pace, and I think it fits with the feeling and the sentiment of the lyrics and Robert's vocals. Like, he's worked up into a frenzy. He's like so keyed up on this other person because they're so delicious, they make him so hungry, everything they do is perfect, they're right as rain, that he's almost like in this manic state. And again, his vocals convey that, the lines convey that, and the sonics are busy and intense and energetic. But yeah, as soon as it started, I was like, wait, I think I know this. Now I have to like wonder if like the part that I thought was a brass part, is that really brass, or is it just like a couple different keyboard lines? Like there's certainly a keyboard line that I was hearing as that later, but that main riff, the big bright main riff, I was like recalling it as brass. Even the first time around it sounded like brass, but as the song went along I was like, wait, is that just another keyboard line? So I don't quite know the configuration or instrumentation here, but I love it. It's so great. And again, like references to this other person making him hungry. He wants to kiss them from toe or like feet all the way up to their head. They're so delicious for his point, or from his point of view, which again you could take maybe in a more physical, visceral way, but also just that like everything about them is just incredible to the narrator. But it's funny because like you'd think if he has desire, or if he just wants to eat them up in a more general sense, it's interesting that he wants to be them, like wondering why can't I be you. I guess it's not jealousy per se, but like he has envy. Like he wishes he could be that hot, that great, not put a foot wrong, and just be so delicious as the other person. But again, the way his vocals go off the rails, and there's sections where he's kind of like babbling or vocalizing, but not fully articulating like proper words and sentences. I think it very much fits the attitude and atmosphere of the tune. So yeah, again, at some point in the past I clearly heard that. It instantly brought me back. I feel like there's a number of groups where it's like, oh, Depeche Mode in the 80s, it's so 80s. Duran in the 80s, it's so 80s. The Cure have that too, and again, in a way that's different from those other groups. But yeah, when I hear songs like this, it's like everything I love about 80s music, everything that makes me nostalgic about music I grew up with, it's there, it's right there. So I'm absolutely loving this Cure journey. I hope those of you out there are too. It does seem like every week there's lots of comments, lots of views, people liking the videos, so clearly that is a thing. Let me know what you think of this one, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.